Guys, this is day 45. Um, so I'm recording this a couple days late, but so for this day I was trying to focus on my riser. So here I'm just trying to get full range, slow controlled with like super lightweight. Um, I don't think these are super necessary. Like past a certain point, I'm sort of letting my um, like I'm not holding anything. Like when I go all the way down, it's just held up by my structure. So I think letting it go down too much actually makes my tendons like click over my bone or something, and it's a little weird. But I think still just a good way to warm up and get focus, I guess. Um, yeah, so I did these, and I think I warmed up with the same exercise to a higher weight. Um, and then I think past a certain point, it was too hard to hold it in my hand with my finger, so I had to loop it around my wrist and then holding it. So with that grip, I could push the weights a little more, and I did full curls with my riser instead of just moving the wrist, just the wrist to the whole arm. Yeah. Um, so yeah, this is gonna be pretty much the same thing. Like there's not much going on, just lots of reps and warming up. Yeah, I'm pretty tired right now from just got back from practice. I should have made a video yesterday, but I don't know, slacked off, and yeah. Yeah, people were saying, making fun of the arm wrestle every day, because it's like arm wrestle every once in a while. Arm wrestle almost every day. I want it to be arm wrestle almost every day. But yeah, whatever. It's good. It's good. Like, I mean, I did genuinely mean to do it that way, and like if I can, it's whatever. So I don't care that much. But honestly though, like it actually does make me, even though I don't actually do it every single day, it does make me work out way more than I would have otherwise. And yeah, like I think I've definitely progressed like 20-30% faster just because of doing this whole thing. So that's good. And yeah, one thing I noticed is my left is a lot weaker in this movement, and I don't know if I'll stay on till that point in the video, but if you see later on, my wrist like starts shaking and it buckles, like it doesn't hold like a stable, and it just gives out when I'm trying to do these. So you can tell there's a lot less just strength in that wrist. But yeah, honestly now, like I'm way more focused on my right hand in the gym, like I've been saying for the past few videos. More focus on the right. I think table time I'll go harder with my left because it's just healthier. And I'll still train my left. Like, I mean, it's a working. Like I'm still working towards doing both, but I don't feel bad about not training my left equally because, like I said, whatever, right? So I think here I did switch over to the loop around my wrist. I actually started with the strap over my index finger and then my thumb over the strap. And when I was doing it like that, I think here it's fine, but once the weight got a little heavier, actually because my finger, because I put it directly over my finger, not the back of my hand, the palm, so my index finger was taking all the weight, and once I pushed the weight a little more, it actually started pushing into my middle finger, and it was like hurting a little bit my fingers. So I switched, and then I looped around my wrist, grabbed it with my thumb, and then fingers over. And once I did it that way, it was good. So yeah, that was something I noticed. Also interesting because I was actually watching the Table Monkeys video about low hand top roll, and I didn't watch like from start to finish, but I watched Alex talking about how you can actually gain height by raising your index finger, not just at your wrist. And that was super cool because I never thought about that before. And it makes sense to actually like train that as well. Maybe not like, I mean, okay, maybe it's a little bit silly to like train your index finger, but at the same time, I feel like at least in pulling and stuff like that, you have to try to actually engage that pressure instead of just like giving that up. So I actually never thought to use my fingers like that. So that was interesting. And here it's I thought I would just mix in some supination. It didn't feel so great, so I didn't do it again. So yeah, this is the grip I'm talking about that was hurting my fingers a little bit. And yeah, I think overall, I don't know if this is still a warm up, but I was doing like 3 sets of 10, I think roughly, and at I think decent intensity because I was failing the last reps. So yeah, definitely good. I mean, after pulling today, I think this, especially, I'm realizing that this connection is super important, and I think just doing these alone. So I think doing these curls with rising pressure and then curls with pronating, I think just doing those would actually make my top roll so much stronger. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch from focusing more on that instead of like wrist curls and stuff like that. Although I wasn't even doing that many wrist curls, I was actually thinking about that, where I basically do dumbbell curls, and then I have that one water bottle I use to do like what do you call, like a wrist wrench, to use like a wrist wrench, but it's not really good equipment, so I'm kind of worried that I'm not training my wrist with enough, like, I don't know, like variety or intensity, I guess, or correctly, but it should be fine. I mean, I don't think at this level it's going to make too big of a difference. I've thought about buying some equipment. I don't know. I was on this website, Asriel Arm Wrestling, and they said free shipping over $100. So that's actually could be good, but I don't know. I don't think I have that money. So I'm gonna put that on pause for now. Like, just work with what I have. I think that's probably good enough. And yeah, I think someone commented on my last video about pronation and how to train it and stuff like that. Thanks for the comment. I have done the thing where you put the rag between your hand and the strap. I'm actually not sure if that's so necessary anymore, and I think what I'm gonna do from now on is like focus my range of motion a lot more and do more like isometrics. I don't know why I have such a aversion to isometrics. I think they could actually be really good to just get that to feel that muscle firing. I just feel like I don't have that twist. I have that twist on my left. On my right, it's just not there. It's just all bicep. Although not strictly bicep, but like when I'm trying to top roll, it's like all back pressure instead of like I don't feel any pronation. Like, I need to work on that for sure. I think isometrics could be good. Maybe bands as well, because I also don't really like using bands, but bands could be good. Maybe even connect the bands to the cable machine, although I'm not sure how. But yeah, wrist curls here. I think I'm warming. No, I'm not warming up. This is like the 45s or something like that. And I mean, nothing special about the set. I think I was trying to. What I felt like afterwards was that I was holding it more than like repping it, because there was so much time in between the reps, and you're actually under constant pressure, and the reps actually don't like. It's such a small range of motion that I feel. I don't know. The reps, like, you do like 10 degrees of flexion, and then the dumbbell rolls into your hand, and the pressure gets less. So it makes sense that it's almost like holding more than repping. But I don't know if that's good. Like, I was thinking about if I should try to get more like defined, not defined. I don't know, like individual reps instead of holding, like feeling like I'm holding it. And that's interesting because, you know, like when I'm arm wrestling, I noticed that all of today pretty much my wrist was straight, right? And my wrist is sore, but like, I don't know, like, because I'm just thinking, you know, if you're training a bicep, you don't just fully contract and to hold it. Like, no one trains in like that, so everyone's like full range of motion. So I'm wondering if that's actually good for you in terms of training. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's good, but is it better than doing full range, lots of reps, or is holding actually better? I don't know how that works. But yeah, and also like, I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about it anyway, but Bob Brown was saying it in some of the videos with Brandon Allen, how he doesn't think that practicing super hard is a good idea for training, which makes sense. Because, you know, like getting your arm beat down at max effort over and over again, you would never do that with another exercise or workout, I guess. And especially like pulling with stronger guys. So I did start thinking about that, if it's the right idea to go super hard in practice, because actually there are also people who are like I want to be completely destroyed after practice, and it's like, oh yeah, that's how you get stronger. But I feel like that's probably not true. So I think what I decided was I'm not going to push myself super hard, but also I'm going to have fun, because for me that's also, and for most people that's also a big part of practice. So yeah, like I've just decided that I'm not going to push it too far, but I'm not going to shy away from pulling hard. So yeah, I think like that's just common sense. Like, just don't do anything stupid, and I think you're probably fine in terms of too much table time or something like that. But it is interesting. Like, I actually don't know if it would damage you, like going full effort and getting like ripped open over and over again. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense, because arm wrestlers have always been pulling and getting stronger through pulling. And I don't know, like look at Eric Spoto. Like, he should be, according to that logic, in my opinion, Eric Spoto should be the strongest guy in the world, right? Well, maybe not necessarily, but you see what I'm saying. Like, I feel like being gym strong and healthy maybe isn't even helping you that much, but yeah, who knows. So just finishing out my wrist curls, and yeah, it's about 20 seconds left. I think I'll wrap it up. That's it for the video. Thanks, guys.